Are y'all excited for this? Are you ready for this? I don't think y'all are ready for this. Good morning and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Honestly, at this point, I just say welcome because I myself has been gone from this channel for like, I want to say a year now, if not more. And I am so sorry about that. There's just been a lot going on. Actually, to be completely honest with you, I've tried to film a comeback to YouTube video so many times, and it's just honestly, they all felt not good enough for the amount of time that I've been gone. This is going to be a vlog. This is not going to be a sit down video, but I just figured I'd start it off with just sitting down and talking to you guys and catching up while we do what we always do on this channel, and that is eyelashes. So, hi. It is 8 a.m. and I am getting ready to go to work. I usually like to leave around 8:30, 8:45, which, if you know me, you know that I'm a nurse. I am an RN. I have been a nurse now for 3 years, which is insane because I started this channel in nursing school, and now 3 years later, I'm just out here nursing. If you're a nurse or a nursing student or even know a nurse, you're probably wondering, what the hell do I do to where I can go to work at 10 a.m. instead of 7 a.m.? And I am now the nurse manager at a IV hydration / medical spa. So if you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I went to the IV hydration business class in Greenville, put on by my girl Fatima, and I learned how to start that business, and just kind of more honestly, I just wanted to know more about the industry, just to know if that's something that I wanted to look into. I think I'm gonna go with 15. I think I'm feeling luxurious this week. I fell in love with that industry at that convention, honestly. Like, I had such a great time. I learned so much, and I just loved that side of healthcare so much better than the treat you when you're already sick kind of motto that we have going on, which, don't get me wrong, like, I do love that. I thought Spit was being a creeper. I do love that aspect of nursing, that we're there for patients in their time of need, but just with my life and the way that life was going, working in places like the ER was just a little too traumatic for me. I had too much going on and I just had too many other goals. So let me rewind. So the last time you guys saw me, I was a travel nurse in Georgia, kind of right outside of Atlanta. Well, I moved here. I now live in Georgia. I live still kind of like in the Atlanta metro area, not in the heart of the city though, but I am in Atlanta. If you live in Georgia or from Georgia, I'm not in Atlanta, but for the rest of you guys, I'm in Atlanta. I ended up staying here, so my travel nursing career was entirely in Georgia. I did not travel correctly at all. I ended up staying here and taking a job as a float pool nurse at the hospital that I already worked at. So I had a contract at a hospital, and I ended up taking float pool ER for their entire system. So I got to float to all the different hospitals in that system. I did that for, honestly, like 2 months, and I hated it. I already was kind of burnt out of ER to begin with, and then adding it to a hospital system that the hospitals were just too far away. Like, I found myself driving an hour plus to work because some of their hospitals are just miles away from me. And also I was working 3 to 3 at that time. So it was just like me driving in unfamiliar territory at 3 a.m. And then, like, I'm not even going like south, like towards the city where there's lights and highways. I'm going north to windy roads and deer and pitch blackness. So it was just terrifying. I hated it. So then I decided, okay, it's time for me to just leave the ER, since I'm going to leave float pool, and I'm just going to leave the ER. So then I switched to interventional radiology, which, if you don't know, really quickly, it's basically where we do like minimally invasive procedures using like CT, fluoroscopy, which is like X-ray, that kind of thing. So instead of cutting you open, we use radiology to kind of see what's going on inside the body and fix it. So that's basically where you go for PICC lines, ports, embos, even like strokes. I felt like it was gonna be a softer life. I felt like it was gonna be easier than the ER, and it was still gonna be doing kind of like that quick turnover that I like to do from the ER. No. I enjoyed it. I just feel like the environment in that particular unit was just not what I wanted. Like I loved my team. I loved my team. They were amazing. They were super sweet. It was just kind of above us. On top of that, I saw myself getting bored of that quickly. So I was just gonna ride it out and figure something else out. Then I got this email from this guy, from this doctor, saying that he looked over my resume and thought I'd be a perfect fit for this job at a spa. So I was like, okay. But traditionally speaking, I already kind of looked into working at medical spas in the past, and they just don't pay well, especially coming from travel pay. It just wasn't logical for me to jump into a pay that low, what traditionally would be that low. So I said no. I didn't ignore the email, honestly. Then he emailed me again and was like, I really want to talk to you. I really didn't honestly forget what the email said, but basically he emailed me again and was like, nah, like, answer us. I feel like this is a good fit. So at this point, I'm mad. I have nothing to lose. So I go ahead and email him back and take the interview. Fast forward, I took the job. And I'm basically essentially helping them run their spa. So I do a lot of nursing stuff, obviously. However, I also get to do a lot of the management and sales and marketing stuff. So anyway, that's what's going on with work. Another thing that I have going on here is, are y'all excited for this? Are you ready for this? I don't think y'all are ready for this. I start Nurse Practitioner school in 2 weeks. So that's also part of why I wanted to get back on vlogging, because it's like, these are my friends, these are my school friends. Like, how am I not gonna take them along with me? So I start NP school August 14th. I am doing the family nurse practitioner route. So I am doing a completely online program. I'm not doing like Chamberlain or anything like that. I wanted a school that had a brick and mortar, that had an actual school with a name to it. Nothing against those types of online programs. I just was hearing a lot of mixed reviews by the doctors and nurse practitioners that I worked with. On top of all of that, if that wasn't update enough, I have one more update that I would like to share with you guys. And then I'm done, I promise. In the middle of helping run a business and starting nurse practitioner school, I decided to start my own business. So I'm actually starting a t-shirt company. I'm saying t-shirts right now because it's mostly just t-shirts, but I do plan on expanding to other apparel, especially sweatshirts, because I am a huge oversized sweatshirt, oversized t-shirt girly. But I started a online, I guess I should say, apparel brand. It's called the Sunnyside Shop, and it is a mental health brand, essentially. I really wanted to focus on not just mental health and the whole kind of, deep breathing and think positive thoughts, but just honestly mindfulness, because that's been my biggest thing. And I don't know if you guys remember seeing me doing this on YouTube in the past, but just always finding a place to go meditate, or just trying to ground myself, or finding little tips and tricks to just be in the moment. All of those things kind of went out of the window once I graduated nursing school. One, because I was working in such a not toxic environment, it wasn't them, but I was working in such a harsh environment, and I had a lot of personal things going on. So right around the time when I got off of YouTube, I was just not mentally myself, and it took almost the entire time that I've been gone to get myself back to how I used to be, to get myself back grounded. So I've just kind of been focusing on doing things that make me happy, not really things that are gonna make me productive. So I really started diving into my hobbies again. I started reading again. I started messing with my garden again. The dead plants on the balcony. I started kickboxing. I started honestly just doing things for fun, not to be good at them, just to enjoy myself. And that's really been honestly more helpful for me and my mindful practices than all the meditation apps and meditations that I was doing in the past. Now, don't get me wrong. I still do all those meditation apps. I still pray every morning. I still do my Bible study. I still do all those things because that's the core of me. But doing those kind of things throughout the day rather than just that 5 minutes in the morning has been really helpful for me. So I wanted to create a brand that kind of embodied that message for all of my overachievers or my perfectionists. or honestly just anyone who just wants to enjoy life again, that just wants to get out of the hustle and bustle and just read a book or just exist. Like, I really don't know how to explain it. So I didn't want a brand that was super all about books. I didn't want a brand that was super all about gardening, because that's not who I am. I'm never going to read the most books. I don't know what the girls are doing in the fantasy world. My plants are dying on the porch, so I should not be giving anybody gardening advice. But I can tell you to just do things because you love to do them, because that's what I do. So the message of the brand is simple. It's just honestly join us on the bright side of life. Do what you love, be in the moment, enjoy yourself, enjoy your life, and that in itself will transform your mental health. But it's Sunnyside Shop. On Instagram it is _Sunnyside Shop. TikTok it is just Sunnyside Shop. So if you want to see more of me and more of my brand, just honestly, if you just want to watch how this goes, if you want to be like, okay, let's just see how you're going to balance all three of those, go ahead and follow us. So it's about to be a crazy little episode on Jalen's journey, but anyway, so you guys are all caught up now. That's pretty much all that I have going on. So it is 8:30 now. I have rambled on for 18 pages, front and back. Okay, I gotta go. This little guy, he's doing fine. He's still here. Check-in with you. My front desk and I have just got off of a very long meeting with our marketing team, but we are trying to get organized. So meeting was probably like 2 hours long with the marketing team, but we plan out the rest of Q3. We're also doing our open house soon, so we plan out some of the details for that, and we'll get that going. Now she stepped out to go to get lunch. I'm now just sending emails out to the nurses. Just a little update on things that I've kind of noticed around the spa that they need to kind of, oh shit, she just said that Kamala Harris is in Atlanta today. But yeah, now I'm just sending emails to the nurses. We've had a few updates from corporate that I need to pass on to the staff, and just a few things like housekeeping things around the spa that needed to be addressed. So management stuff. Y'all, when did I become management? And who let that happen? Because, girl. But yeah, so I don't have, I accidentally left you guys here at the spa last night, and I am so sorry. Also don't like doing that because this is still Atlanta. I'm tripping. But we're back. It is Wednesday now, and I actually do have a client coming in. So we open at 10. I have a client that's scheduled for 10:30. She's actually one of our members. I've been taking care of her for quite some time. Ooh, let me show you how to turn on the hood. So this is the sterile hood that we make all of our drips in. Can't see that. Anyway, I've actually been taking care of this client for quite some time now. She became a member very early on when we opened. She's a little old lady. She's super sweet, and she always comes with either her husband or her daughters, and they're just also really sweet. So she's a regular. So since I know what she's gonna get, I'm gonna go ahead and prepare her drip now. Let me clock in, because I don't work for free. Put my lunch away. So yeah, side comment. I keep going back to the plastic bags as lunch kits. Like, I love a cute lunch kit, don't get me wrong, but it's something nice about throwing it away when you're done eating lunch and not having to worry about cleaning out the stuff or carrying that extra bag when you get off. I like that. So, okay. So, when I first get to the spot, I like to do a little walkthrough, make sure everything looks good, everything looks clean. Shut the doors for the rooms that we're not going to be using. So as I was saying, she normally gets the same thing every time. So I'm going to go ahead and make hers now. And then I'm going to set up for the IV insertion and everything. It is now Thursday. I'm probably honestly going to end the vlog here because there's really not much going on this week. Nothing new going on at the spa. And that is pretty much it. I'm actually running a little late today, so let's see where the traffic is. That's the one thing about living where I live in the suburbs and working in the city, is that I'm always driving an hour to work.
Good at this. I'm confident at this. I'm competent at this. So start thinking of whatever that affirmation is for you before you step into whatever arena.
Sorry, that was my little podcast. I am about to head to work. It looks like I will be getting there right at... I'm trying to avoid the interstate, so I'll be getting there around 9:50, which is fine. So that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. I miss you guys, and I'm so happy to be back. Thank you so much for all your support over the years with nursing school and night shift and traveling, and just now being here 3 years later. So I just can't wait to see how far we go, and that is all. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up or comment down below, and I will see you guys next week. Okay, bye.